Monday, October 14th, 6:02 a.m.
Hey, Miss Barnes, I heard a loud noise upstairs, right? And I could swear I heard kind of a scream, but, you know, raccoons make weird noises, right? So it could have been an animal, but I grabbed my hammer, you know, for self-defense, just in case. And so I went upstairs to find out what the noise was, because it sounded like somebody was moving heavy furniture around, you know, like scraping and banging. And I found the front door was wide open, and there was a muddy trail going up the stairs. You know, it was just globs of mud and some puddles that I couldn't see any tracks. So I followed them up to the attic, which, you know, I had left open anyway. So the spatters went up the ladder to the attic, and I went up in there, and as soon as I went through the opening in the attic, the noises all just stopped, and they all just went dead silent, right? And get this, when I got up there, the trunk in the other room, the black trunk, it was moved, right? It moved to the space between the pentagram room and the magician room. It was like blocking the gap between the two rooms, right where I removed that fake wall. It was standing just inside the edge of the pentagram, and it stands nearly as tall as the attic ceiling, so there's no way past it and no way around it to get into the pentagram room without, you know, moving it. And it looked to me like somebody intentionally was barricading the way so I couldn't get in the pentagram room. So it's really dark up there, you know, now that we can't use any electric lights, and I could not see past the trunk in the candlelight. You know, there's just a few inches on every side with it in that gap. So I yelled a bunch of times, and I tried to sound threatening, but I got no response. So, you know, then I pushed the trunk, you know, as hard as I could. But that thing must weigh 500 pounds. I mean, it did not budge. I may as well have been pushing a brick wall. And it felt colder. It felt really so cold. The chill burned my skin. It still stings. I'm thinking you don't have an animal up there, Miss Barnes. I think you have a squatter. I think someone's been living here and trying to remain hidden. You know, I bet they may have food in that trunk on ice, or some kind of refrigeration unit. That makes sense. That's why it's so cold. I don't feel safe here, is what I'm trying to come to. I don't feel safe in the house. I called the sheriff, but all I got was a recording. Apparently the storm has all the emergency services overwhelmed in town. So I don't know if they're ever going to get back to me. So yeah, I left them a message. I told them to come and get me as soon as possible. I'm going to try to make my way back to my truck if I can through the flooded area. Wish me luck. I'm going to sleep in my truck if I can get to it. Please, please, please call me back. This is serious. This is not what I signed up for. You know, I'm willing to do anything for you, but I mean, I'm not equipped to deal with this. Bye.
Briggs is dead.
End of messages.
Messages.